Alright, I think it should go like that. I think I've shown some of the ones I've done. It's kind of blurry. Going down. I think it should be fine like that. Blurry. Hey, what's up? So I never read the comments because whenever I'm drawing, I only see this, and right now I can see my phone because I'm trying to get to the new page. Kapow. So I probably won't be able to like answer any questions you have because once I sit down, all I can see is this. So my bad. I'm not trying to ignore you. I just don't have like another monitor. My only options are read comments or draw. So I'm gonna randomly draw some boxes. Let me just do one quick. So I think in the past, it wasn't as hard to, whatever you were pursuing, I think the only time you'd get insecure is like if you saw people on TV, or if you're like on a sports, like say you're on a soccer team and there's people on the team that are better than you, then I think in those moments it'd be easy to be insecure because maybe they're a freshman, you're a senior, and they're better than you. And I think whenever like social media came out, now a lot of people who in the past would have been overlooked because they probably didn't have the connections, now they can just get a phone, record, and now you have like a lot of people who are like really, really amazing at what they do. And some of them are like crazy talented. Because I'm pretty sure we all come across a video of like it'll be like a kid who's like 6 and they can draw. It looks like they've been drawing for 40 years. And I think in those moments, it's like easy to get really insecure because you're like, this kid, he's only been alive for 6 years and he's better than me. And then there's, whether that person is like 15, 22, 37. And it's crazy because, some people, they just have like that, as some people phrase it, like a God-given talent to where they pick up stuff like super easy. And I think with like social media, it's just made it like super, super easy just to get like insecure about anything. Because now you have people from different ages, and like when it comes to art, they can just go online and post it. Like they don't need to have like any certain connections or whatever like in the past. Because I'm pretty sure in the past, like if you were a painter and if you wanted to get your painting out like at a museum, you'd have to have like some kind of connection. But now all you could do is make your painting, put it on TikTok, and depending how, if the algorithm picks it up, it could blow up and you don't need a museum. Because, with the app, you can just show it to millions of people if it happens to blow up or if you grow over time. So for me, it's just, I kind of just like had this habit over the years of just like compare myself to other people because, you see a lot of people do creative stuff with TikTok and Instagram, and I've seen accounts where there'll be some, and I have Dragon Ball Super right here. Like there'll be some manga to where it's like the backgrounds aren't really detailed, but you know, and they might get maybe 13 or 17 likes. Wait, scratch that, reverse. There'll be some like videos where like the backgrounds they're very simple, but they have a lot of they get a lot of views, like maybe 100,000, maybe 10,000 likes. Excuse me. And then you have some I don't know. And then there's some manga where it looks like it's very detailed art, and then they get like 3,000 views and 100 likes. For whatever the case is, and for me, it's kind of I don't know. I just got like this bad habit now that I'm just constantly comparing myself whenever I come across any videos. 'Cause I've seen videos where people they'll just have like I don't know. It just seems like it's just something they did in like 5 minutes, and they'll get thousands of views, and thousands of likes, hundreds of thousands of views. And then I'm thinking like, did I do something wrong? Like, did I, did I use the wrong hashtag? Like, it seems like unless you do everything perfectly, you're not really gonna get anything. Dun, 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 dun. So what's helped me a lot is I've realized there's such a range of videos on how they do stuff to where my focus has been just just practice anatomy, try to get better at drawing dynamic poses, get a better understanding on backgrounds, and whatever random idea I get just to do it. And that's kind of just been my mindset. So it's been helpful because instead of saying, why isn't, how come I'm not doing, how come, I don't know. I'm just not compare myself. And another thing too is seeing how, also because like the platforms, you can see a lot of people's art, and I think once you spend like numerous amount of time on learning something, and you still haven't gotten to a point to where you're happy of where you're at, whenever you get it on Instagram or Pinterest, whenever you see other people's art that's like really amazing, it's kind of frustrating too because you're thinking too like all that work you put in and you're not close to being there. And it kind of feels like you're on this path to where you're spending X amount of time, but you're not improving. And for me, it's kind of I feel like it's been like a small, gradual improvements. And there's kind of like this part of me that's just impatient. That's like, well, I spent 3 weeks working on this. How come I'm not here? And how come I'm still struggling with that? So I started getting into the habit to where I just don't get on Instagram. And if I need a reference, I'll just look at, I'll just pick up a manga where there's like Fire Punch, like if it's something like the angle of the face, or if it's like certain pose. When it comes to fighting, this has been the best way because the anatomy is really good. So this is like, I normally get Dragon Ball Super whenever excuse me, whenever I want to practice like fighting poses. And it's been super helpful. So that way, so my focus has just been drawing, just practice drawing different poses. And when it comes to videos, honestly, I'm just trying to keep it super simple. Like I'm just sharing like whatever, kind of share like what I've been going through. And like with the boxes, it's been super helpful in practicing that. And that's pretty much it. Like it's honestly been pretty fun because my mind switches from how do I make a perfect video, how do I get views like them, how do I this and that or whatever, to just draw, practice, and then just post a video. However it turns out. Whenever I saw the poses, I just draw a basic shape and then I just go off by that. Or I try to think of something, like certain pose, like it'll be like somebody looking back. So I'd be like square. Let's see. I do it to where I just draw the line. So if it's like a box, it's like boom, 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 boom. And try not to overthink it. Because I had a habit of like if I was drawing a body, it would be like here. Like I want it to be perfect. And now I'm just like, fuck it. Just choo, 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 choo. And then just try to build off of that like other shapes. See, here's like a person, like the box. So it's like they're falling. So I mean, I just trying to overthink it. Here. I don't know. I'm not too concerned about the muscles. I'm just trying to get not shit. Get a good idea on the pose. So I would say what helped me, the biggest thing that helped with not being so insecure and comparing myself is just to limit what I see. And the biggest thing for me was videos on TikTok and uh just like Instagram. Because there's a lot of amazing artists on there, and seeing other people's art that's way better than mine, seeing videos and posts that are doing way better than mine. I would say just those two. That's what really messed me up. And then just completely like just staying away from that and just getting online whenever I need to post something. I really never had an issue with YouTube because I mean there's a lot of cool stuff on there, so I never stayed away from there. But just staying away from like TikTok and Instagram, just from like seeing a lot of posts. Like if I got on there, it would just be to make a post. But just staying away from there altogether, like to watch videos or post or like repost or whatever, I just wouldn't do it, and it's helped a lot. So now my only focus is drawing cubes. And some of the poses, they come out weird too. I just draw whatever comes to mind. Like I said, I just start from a cube and then just build from there. Kumbaya. Oh, there's a leg. There. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. I forgot who I came across it. So there's an artist, I think it's Chomong or Chomang, and his videos, whenever he draws, he'll just go like, boom, and like that. And of course, he has a reference, which it would have been faster. He'll just do like that, and I was like, holy crap! Like, how is this guy drawing so fast? Because whenever he'd be finished with the pose, I'd be done with the torso, and I still had to draw the lower half, the arms, the head. I was like, how is he even doing that? And of course, he had like a better understanding of what he was drawing. And I was like, holy crap, like, I was like, I wanted to do that because, of course, whenever you're drawing a manga panel, I mean, just any panel, even if it's just comics. I mean, they're both comics, but you know what I mean. Either way, I was like, I kind of would get the habit to where I can just draw it fast. Not draw it fast, but do it to where I'm not overthinking. Because if I can do that, then I can finish more pages. And if I could do that, chapters, and then more people would read it, and then I can get a better idea if this is a story that people actually want to read. And if they do, then I can keep on making chapters, and if they don't, I can test out some other ones, and then like just get done with chapters faster, and not with the mindset of I need to draw faster, I need to draw faster. And because I have a good idea of what I'm drawing, and I'm comfortable with the shapes and everything, I don't have to tell myself draw faster, because now that I have a better understanding, I'm more confident in the squares and the shapes I'm drawing. So of course, you have like a better understanding, and I messed up the legs. It should have been like right here. Towards longer. And I noticed too, like whenever I talk and draw, it's a little bit off. But either way, that's just what I really liked. That he just drew squares. So it'd just be like square, boom. Let me see. That was supposed to be a toe. So something like that, right? I mean, of course, it's a little bit off. And if I was on the iPad and I was actually drawing the outline, because it'd be like the sketch or rough sketch, I would get a lasso tool. I'd probably like make it a little bit smaller. But I mean, I like the idea of just drawing it and then trying to get a good idea on the boxes. How can I make it more dynamic? So I'm really glad I came across the videos, because it was a whole lot more fun to draw too, because I'm not in mindset. I'm not in the mindset of how do I make it perfect. I just want to get a good understanding of the gesture. And of course, there's still some times where I'll be working on a pose. Let me see if I can. Like there still be times. It's times. It's pretty much like every other drawing where I have no idea what I'm doing, and the pose is all messed up. And let me see if I can do one quick where it's just like, uh, I don't know, something like that, where it's like, what did I just do? And whenever that happens, I just move on to the next one, and I'll like try draw it again. And that way I can get a better idea on the other shapes. Like maybe if I were to put this here, and then this back leg here. It's messed up. I don't know. Like I'm not really trying to overthink. If anything, I'm just trying to exaggerate on the pose. And sometimes I get in the habit to where I draw it too small. So, like, here's one. Because I did the other night. Okay, this one. So with this one, it started off with just this drawing where she was on the laptop. He, she, I don't know. So they're right there on the laptop, and then I drew a desk, and after that, I drawing all these different people. Kind of like I try to do it to where it's like in the same perspective. So yeah, like, and I was just drawing random people, and also like little like they're like I guess in a way if she was like a titan, and then just drawing other people in different sizes. Like this one's right in the hand. This one's like climbing on the wall. If she's like the girl from The Exorcist, just chilling, stretching, just being stupid. And then oh, this one's funny because this one is like the person fell. That one they're bent over, kind of like they're laughing. So they're squeezing their. They kind of have the arm wrapped on their stomach, and that one they're laughing and pointing. So sometimes I'll just draw one, and then I'll do like stuff around it, and then like that hand is going after that person, and then sometimes I just end up drawing like way too fast. I mean, way too small. But I mean, it's fun. And like I said, and be prior to like this last month, like this kind of stuff I couldn't have done because I would overthink every little thing. And my only focus has been just try get a good idea of the gesture, like what's happening. So this one, I kind of just did to where they're just chilling, like they don't care. So they're probably gonna get hit by them. And then that one, where's the? That's with this one. It kind of threw me off because Hercules' head like is massive in the back. I don't think normally in a manga it's that big, but just for the sake of exaggeration, I guess that's why they did that. What would this one be? Ooh, I got it. Okay. So kind of like they're in like doing like a cannonball, and it's kind of my bad, like spin all over the place. Kind of like it's like I'm thinking like Gotenks whenever he like squeezes himself and turns to a ball, or no, whenever Super Boo does that. So it's kind of rough. So now that I have like a decent idea of what I want to do, I can just redraw it. And it would, and like I said, sometimes I mess up, and if I do, I just move on. I don't overthink about it. More like right there. And obviously this from a different angle. And also too, if it seems like too basic, excuse me, I'll change the angle. And kind of also too, it just like messes with my brain to where it's like it just sees like just see like where my brain's at and just kind of to like see if I can do something new. And then if I don't understand the shape, I'll kind of do it to the side and then draw like the same shape. Oops. Yeah, so it's kind of funny. So you can kind of see it, right? And like I said, I try not to overthink about it. I think it's getting worse. And then some of the poses, if I just can't draw it, obviously it's good if I have a reference. But because I'm just drawing like just random shapes and then going from there, I really don't beat myself about it. Beat myself up about it. I just say whatever, and I just move on. Didn't mean that too big. Just kind of like twisted. Let me show you on again. Try it again. Trying to blank on this one. Like I said, some of them I'm just like I have no idea what I just did, and if if that happens, I really don't stress about it. I'm just like whatever. that's probably like two to the far right. Like, have you seen that meme where there's this girl where her face is like over here, and it's kind of like that, and then she has that pose where her hands are like that's kind of that's what happened there. All right, we'll do the last one on this one, and then um and then how'd you move to the next page? You know what? Let me try doing some references, because this is like the best place to get references when it comes to fighting poses. Because the other ones, they're just very rough. Like if you look at Chainsaw Man, he's actually pretty good. But there's some where they're really rough, and whenever you're starting out, like it's, especially like for me a couple months ago, it's very hard to break those down because you're like, what? I don't even know how to do that. Let's see if it's in the. So I'm gonna try this one. Okay, so can't zoom in because this is live, but that's the pose, and then that's the kind of, I think his back is like a little bit hunched, so it would be more like, and then if I can't get like the right angle, excuse me, if I can't get the right angle, I'll just like mess with this some more. So just and just keep on drawing squares till it looks right. I mean cubes. That looks better. All right, let me do it. Let me try it on the next page. There you go. Okay. And the arm right there. I think a little bit off, but it's all good. Okay. Okay, heel's gonna be right there. The only thing I'm messing up on is this is like stiff. It's like if he's like standing. I don't even know how to explain with my hands. I don't know. But it seems too stiff. So it's more. Just gotta. Like I said, I'll just keep on playing with the shape. The cube. Okay, now I see. I see it. Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum. It's like a little dagger. And then there you go. It's a little bit more. Cause it's bent. Cause like the pelvis. Cause I had it to where it was like this. Damn it! I already fucked it up. I had it to where it was like that, but I had to have it to. So it's like tilted. All right. Let me do this one. Let me try that one. So it's from the top. And it's back here. And the legs. Dude's about to fly, so put that on the outside. Probably make it a little bigger. Kind of gets like the gist of the pose, right? Like I said, I'm not too focused on the muscles or the just making it perfect. I just want to get a good idea of, do I know what's happening? Like if I see this, I'm like, yeah, this dude's about to jump at somebody. So I'm gonna try this one next. And that was gonna be pretty simple because it's just there's not too much anatomy to it, or it's not really anything's not really like foreshortened. Dang it, I already messed that up. I don't even know. I don't know what I'm doing. Simple pose and I mess it up. Hey man, brother. And then sometimes I'll just like kind of change the pose a bit, or like the angle. It's like this one here. So kind of like if he's jumping in, kind of like if you just like ran through him, not ran through him, but like jumped, and he's like in midair. I don't know. That one kind of sucks. It's pretty tough. I'll do this one next. He's chilling. Oh, poop. So here's the pose, and then there's a Don. Don actually came out decent. Or came out pretty good. We can get like a good idea of the gesture. So this is where the poses, like the fighting poses, are really good. That's my bookmark. Because the muscles are done really well, it's also good. I mean, it's super helpful too if you want to draw really, like, get a good idea on how the muscles look whenever they're whenever they're foreshortened. And the poses are like really dynamic. Like, I like them. Oops, I already messed that up. Um, um, So I was trying to change the pose, but this one just I already screwed this up too. So like I said, I don't overthink it. I just say, oh well. Bye, Felicia. And I just move on to the next one. So I kind of changed up a bit. Just like if the back was tilted a little bit. Excuse me. Bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. Dang it. Dang it, I messed that up. Poop. Dude, that's so horrible. Nope. You want to the next one. Just like the neck right there. Here. And for that one, I probably foreshortened it too much. Maybe it feels like so if I do it over here. Something like that. Like I said, I'm not trying to do everything like perfect perfect with the anatomy. I just want to get my brain in the habit of how can I make it more, like there's more movement. Cause like instead of doing this every other panel, I don't know. Instead of making it like super basic, I want to just get a good feel of like whenever I change the shape or whenever I draw cubes in different angles, just get into the habit of making it look more dynamic. Like that right there. Like I understand too, like this should be been extended right there. Maybe it was like right there. And yeah, it's kind of like if he's like leaning his back or his torso backwards and he's gonna like scream. So I understand that. Like, so I don't want to overthink. I just want to get a habit of draw the cube. If I mess it up, let me redraw it again. And what if I tilt it, make it more dynamic? That's pretty much it. See, like with this one, it looks like this will be helpful. I took the arm. I took the arms off so I can just focus on the torso. Where are they at? Okay. So this one has all of them. This has all the body parts. So this one looks like it's like tilted back. So with this one, it would be like, see what I mean? Kind of tilted back and right there. Like same thing if I was on the iPad, I would kind of do the lasso tool. So I'd do like the little lasso tool and I'd push a little bit more up. Like this one, I don't even know what's happening. Just kind of do whatever. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. So maybe like in a week or two, I'll actually start drawing muscles. This will probably be the last one. All right, let me make it really crazy. The last one, really crazy. Right there-ish. Oh man. I mean, holy shit. I'm seeing it right now. That is way too thick. Probably if it would have been like right there and then right right there-ish. I messed up the kneecap. Either way, whatever. I think this would be a good chance to like tilt it back to where it's like, so it looks like it's bent back. That's not even good. I just messed that up too. Let me see. There you go. You see where it's like bent back? Oh well. Shit. Dang it. Something like that. Here's the last one. Boop. I'm gonna draw a head. Some ears. We'll give him a little body. Way too. Like he's running. Kabam! Okay. I'm done.